I'm doing a demonstration of what I did with the 7805 regulator, the 5-volt regulator. Let's see now. This is a schematic. I forgot to put the output capacitor from here to ground, which is 0.1 UF for stabilization, the 7805. D3 is to raise the output voltage according to how much drop there is across D3. It's been about 0.59 volts, 0.59 volts. The output is 4.64 volts with the diode shorted, and the output is 5.23 volts with the diode in place from the ground pin of the 7805 to ground. The input is about 11 volts, and this LED D4 is the output status LED. 2.2K to that LED will drop enough current, enough voltage. R1 could be 2.2K to this input status LED D2. C1 is 470 microfarads at around 50 volts, but I'm just using 11 volts input, so you don't need, you could use like a 25 volt capacitor. D1 blocks the opposite direction of the input for safety. Okay, now we go to the wiring on the breadboard. This is the output capacitor 0.1 UF from the output of the 7805 to ground. The input is on this side of the 7805, and that goes to this wire here, which goes to the input power. This is the input status LED, and this resistor for it could be 2.2K. And this is 470 microfarads at around 50 volts, but you could use 25 volts for the input filtering. And this diode that you can barely see here is the diode from the ground pin to ground. And with this black wire shorting that diode, the output voltage is lower to 4.64 volts. This is the output, direct output wire, the red one here. And with the diode not shorted with the black wire, the output is 5.23 volts here. The diode has a 0.59 volt voltage drop, which raises the output 0.59 voltage. Okay, and I know you're not seeing clearly with the video or the pictures. That's because I believe something unknown that may be supernatural that's preventing me from showing clear pictures and videos. I'm sorry about that. I don't know the reason really why that is happening. Now I'm going to show you a video of the working circuit. Okay. Input is 11 volts, about 11 volts over here. This is the input wire, this one here. The output is 4.64 volts without the diode from the ground pin of the 7805 to ground. When it's shorted, when the diode is shorted from the ground pin to ground, it's 4.64 volts output. But with the short black wire unshorted across the diode, the output is 5.23 volts. 5.23 volts. I like to keep it higher than 5 volts for some reason, you know. It's a 7805, so the output should be 5 volts, but it's lower, and I don't know why. I guess something unexplained, something extraneous is happening to my circuits. This resistor is 2.2K to the output status LED. This capacitor is the 0.1 UF from output pin of the 7805 to ground for stability. And I'm sorry the video is poor quality. I don't know what's going on. Something unnatural, supernatural is happening to prevent me from showing clear videos. I know it's paranoid. I'm a paranoid schizophrenic, so I think that way. What now? Is that all I have to explain? The heat sink would be needed if you're using a lot of current. Like if you're using probably 50 milliamps or more, you might need a heat sink. This IC, the 7805, can deliver, I think, 1.5 amps. But only if you have a heat sink, because it would get pretty hot if you draw that much current, 1.5 amps. And it has thermal shutdown, so if it overheats, it'll shut down. And it's if you draw too much current also from the output, I think it will shut down also, the 7805. This alligator kit, the black one, goes to my the ground of my testing meter. This is Ron. Thank you for watching. Let's see if that came out good. I'll stop recording with OBS Studio by Linux, with Linux computer, Linux Mint.